30 Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals with 30% or more percent off. This is the busiest and most crazy shopping holiday weekend. As I've mentioned many times before, they've really stretched out these sales. So you guys have had time to wait and see and think about what you want to purchase. And for me, when it comes to the beauty industry in particular, you really get into the good discounts when it's 30% or more. We often see 20 and 25%, which is nothing to like snub your nose at. But when it hits 30 plus, in terms of it being Black Friday and Cyber Monday, that is what is gonna get me. So I picked out of hundreds of beauty brands, 30 of my favorites that are having 30% or more for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Now I'm not sure the date at which you're watching this, but you know, they shift between Black Friday and Cyber Monday, so the deals might be a little bit different, but more or less we're gonna get a similar style of sale. Now the day that I am filming this is actually Thanksgiving, which like, what am I doing working on Thanksgiving? This is the fun part of my job. I'm like halfway done for Thanksgiving dinner right now. I haven't put on my lip or my earrings or my outfit, but I wanted to sit down and share with you some of my favorite discounts that are actually really good discounts, because the truth to the matter is pretty much every brand that you like and are going to look up, they're gonna have some kind of Black Friday deal. And I didn't just want to list every single one. This brand's having 20% off, this brand's having 25% off. I cut it down to 30% and more, and I thought it would be good to stop at 30 different brands just for the title purposes. So I'm actually going to just go down my list, which I will have linked down below in the description box. I'm also, if it is available for YouTube shopping, I will tag the brands as well, give you a couple different options there. But let's go ahead and get into it. So I've already done a whole video covering this, so I'm not going to go into depth about it, but Sephora is having all kinds of Cyber Week deals. If you haven't seen, this has hit my 30% checklist. So I don't know what day you're watching this, but on these specific days is when brands are going to be 30% off. Like for example, today is Thursday, 30% off Pat McGrath, Briogeo, and Sunday Riley. So I will have the link down below so that you can take a look at what is on sale. And of course, they have a lot of additional deals that I talked about in my video, but just generally speaking, there are some good things going on at Sephora. Now over at Ulta Beauty, I haven't took too deep of a dive into Ulta Beauty's Black Friday sale. They have things changing every single day, so it's difficult to really tell you what the deals are going to be. But I know you see 20% off, but there's 50% off select foundations, $12 select mascara and lips. And then if you scroll, you'll see all types of different deals and deals of the day. And there are certain brands that are 50% off select items. So there are all types of deals to check out on the Ulta website as well. I'm not going to deep dive into it just because there's so much to go over today, but definitely take a look at Ulta's deals because there are specific and set selected items that are 50 to 30% off range, I would say. And there's some less and some even more. Now, brand specific, BK Beauty is having 30% off site-wide with the code BCFM24. I would say it's a very, very good time to get any kits you might want. The Nikki LaRose set is really beautiful. The Essential Brush set is their classic line. And do they have their Holy Grail here? The Holy Grail is sold out, so never mind. I told you guys that one was going to sell out. So definitely check out the 30% off for BK Beauty if you're on the market for some tools. ABH, now they're having a tiered set. So some brands I chose not to mention that have a set like this going on, and some I did if I felt like it was easy to reach the minimum spend. So you get 30% off on orders $80 or more, and with ABH being a more pricey brand, I think that's pretty easy to hit. Anything under that, you don't hit the 30% off. So if there's any eyeshadow palettes that you have your eye on, I know their concealers are really popular. I haven't used that in forever. Brow products. If you want to stock up, ABH is having 30% off of orders 80% or more. And just FYI, I'm going down the list in alphabetical order of the brand, so I'm not favoring anything over the other in terms of what point it's showing up in today's video. So we have Bare Minerals. I thought they were having 30% off. I feel like they were this morning when I made this list. I'm sorry, Bare Minerals is not 30% off. Get off the list. Okay. Bobbi Brown. This is actually pretty surprising for such a high-end brand, but Bobbi Brown is 30% off site-wide, and then they do have a section where they are 50% off select favorites, and I was looking at this morning. They have classics on here, 50% off of their gel eyeliner. I used to use that years ago. Their cream eyeliner sticks are also very good, and that one is for 24 hours only, but of course, anything you can want is 30% off. The 30% off site-wide are my favorite deals, honestly, because they don't just limit to products that they're trying to get rid of stock for. Like a lot of these brands, they have stock that they're trying to get rid of, so they're selling it at like 50-60% off. I love a good 30% off site-wide. I think that's a really good balance here. You have the new skin foundation. This is really popular. It makes me break out personally. Their eyeshadow sticks are really popular. They were once known for their highlighters, so 30% off of Bobbi Brown I think is a really good Black Friday sale. Now this is abnormally good for Miss Charlotte Tilbury, up to 30% off of everything. So they are doing tiers once again, so it's base 20% off, which honestly for even Charlotte Tilbury that's very good, but the brand is so expensive, it is so easy to spend over $160. So I wanted to bring this to your attention because if you spend over $160, you can get that 30% off discount. So anything that you've had on your list from Charlotte Tilbury, 30% off is really, really good. She does not have sales this high, so I highly, highly recommend. If you've been wanting anything, you know, don't shop if you're trying to save money. But if you're looking for good deals, this is a good one. ColourPop. Now, I did not add very many more affordable brands because the 30% plus discount, it's just not as big. I wanted to choose brands that it felt of value. But I do love me some ColourPop items. You can get a big bang for your buck on the website. So with 30% off, you can get all kinds of things without truly breaking the bank. You can buy their holiday sets and split them up amongst people. I just think ColourPop is a fun one if you just want a lot of stuff. This is a brand where you're not going to break the bank and you're going to be able to go home with a lot of loot. Especially look into their kits like this Twilight set. So that is a good one. So this one might be one of the best Black Friday sales out there. Danessa Myricks is having 35% off site-wide. That is such a good discount. It makes me regret recommending anything for the Sephora savings event from Danessa Myricks because this is an unreal deal. That's crazy. 35% off the whole website. I don't think there's another website, at least in the high-end market, that is doing a sale quite like this. So if you want to take advantage of a good one, this one is it. Glossier is having 25% off, but if you spend $100, which for Glossier is pretty easy to do, you can get 30% off. So I thought that this one was a good one. If you're into the fragrances, that's going to get you to the $100 really quick. But of course, I love their makeup items. I love their foundation. I love their blushes. I love their eyebrow products. They have a lot of good items. Even these lip balms are really nice. But if you've been wanting to get the perfumes, this is definitely a very good time for that. Wait, this shirt? How cute is that? So for Hailey's Beauty, wait, I did not even realize I had a landing page for this. Do you see this? Morgan's Top Picks for Black Friday. This is for Hailey's Beauty, and I did do like a sponsored Instagram post with them, and they gave me a specific code to get 30% off their website. Their Black Friday sale is 25% off, but you can get 30% off with the code Morgan30. Definitely check out that Instagram post if you want to see what my favorites were, but this is what I used in my video. This foundation is super lightweight. I did not even know that they did this. I just like copied and pasted the link that they gave me, but this foundation is really beautiful, glowy, lightweight. This concealer is not. It is very full coverage and thick, but still hydrating and super comfortable and long wearing. This mascara, if you have Asian lashes, your lashes will hold a curl with this. The setting powder is really blurring. Just what I loved in general about working with Hailey's Beauty was they didn't pressure me to use any specific products. They were like, just talk about the ones that you have organically used in your content in the past, and it's literally been all of these. So these are my favorites from the brand. Really cool. I didn't know I had a landing page for this. So definitely check out Hailey's Beauty. Already covered Huda Beauty because they typically have one of the best Black Friday sales. Now, their Black Friday sales are definitely them trying to get rid of stock, but I think especially with them rebranding, there's a lot of stock that they're trying to get rid of, and there are some crazy deals to stock up on over 80% off. Well, not over, but up to 80% off. It's pretty insane, and 110,000 billion percent worth a look. This is probably one of the craziest sales out there. Okay, Hourglass is my one cheat, but I put 31 on the list. So my one cheat was Hourglass because you can actually get 20% off for Black Friday. I think they might have taken it off, but it will come back probably. But the reason that I'm even mentioning this and cheating for it is because during the Sephora savings event, the Hourglass palettes were very conveniently sold out. But if you do want to get that 20% off, you can get it off on the Hourglass website. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Getting out of there because it's really a cheat. It Cosmetics. I don't know that they're having like 30% off site-wide or anything, but it says 35% off for Reward It members. That's really good. But what caught my eye is that they are having 50% off their CC creams. And these are so beautiful. I love the original personally, but they have other types as well. I just think 50% off is so good for this. What a fantastic deal. Their confidence in a cream is good. I use this brush every single day. Used it today, used it yesterday, used it the day before. Didn't know I was going to talk about that, but as I see it as we're passing. So if you are a It Cosmetics user, definitely check out their website. And then Lawless, who has my all-time favorite lip products. 30% off site-wide, and you get this cute little mirror. Let me go to their lip products. Lips is their forte. If you ask me, the Forget the Filler Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss is probably my #1 favorite, most used lip gloss at the moment. This tinted balm stick is really nice, and I'm picky, and their overnight lip plumping mask is better than Laneige. Sorry to say, but it is. And they have some other stuff, but those are the top 3 products, and they're unreal on the market, in particular these. So I was excited to see that they were having 30% off for that. Okay, next up we have MAC. I don't know why, but they caught me as like a 25% off kind of brand, but no, MAC is doing 30% off site-wide running into Cyber Monday from what I can see. So if there's any MAC staples, this is a good time. What I have my eye on, I don't know if I'm gonna bite the bullet just because I don't want to make a whole separate order for this, but their concealer, which I just saw in their advertisement, this concealer, I want to get a lighter shade of it. I love it a lot. I also love this that they're just showing in these promo photos. And then this is cool, free 5-piece gift with any $80 plus purchase. Again, very easy to do with MAC. I think you get this container. This is what I just talked about. I have so many of these samples. Okay, very cool. That is really good. And a lot of these brands are doing gift with purchases on top of the discount, so definitely take a look at their website to see. Also, very surprised that Makeup Forever was doing 30% off. Now, you have to be a member, but you can just sign up for that to get the 30% off. For everybody else, it's 20% off. But still, I don't think I've ever seen a sale this good from Makeup Forever, but they have some really great complexion products. Anything that you try from Makeup Forever is incredible. Like, everything that I see on screen is a yes for me. Love this. I like this. I love this. I like this. And I love this. So, if you want to get 30% off Makeup Forever, make sure you sign in for the account. But really surprised they're doing 30% off, even if they are making you give them your email so they can sell your cookies. Now for NARS, they are doing a cyber event. If you spend $150, you can get that 30% off with the code CYBER. Very easy to spend $150 at NARS. I was just scrolling. They have a few items at 50% off. This quad is really lovely. For $22, that's kind of insane. It looks like they're also getting rid of their old packaging of blushes for just $16. So you can get all of their kind of repackaged and revamped stuff as well. So these are all things they're trying to get rid of, but NARS very rarely comes out with a bad product, so even these older ones are really amazing. But again, NARS, very surprised. 30% off. They don't normally do that. I've already covered Natasha Denona's Black Friday sale, but there's hardly anything that's under 30% off in their pre-curated selections. Okay, I'm stealing this from my emails. You can see there's some exclusions, but this is going to be the Cyber Monday. 35% off if you spend 200 plus, 30% off with 150, and then 20 with 50 plus. Right now on their page, the items are more curated sets, but they are switching over to site-wide, which we love. Nomad Cosmetics, one of my favorite eyeshadow brands in the indie market. I wanted to check out what they were having, and these are their deals. And they don't have like a specific set 30% off, but if you spend $150, then you get $50 off. If you spend $250, then you get $100 off, which is kind of insane, but you'd have to buy a lot of eyeshadow to get to that point. With the code 2024 save 100. I don't know, I know a lot of you guys really love indie eyeshadow palettes, so this is a good brand to look into if you feel uninspired by the eyeshadow palettes that are coming out. Nomad will bring that inspiration back. Like, look at what all they have. So it's a really good deal if you spend $250, honestly. And I said I was staying away from drugstore brands because the discount just isn't that great. But where have you seen 40% off before? You haven't. Even Danessa didn't touch that. 40% off site-wide for Black Friday. Just saying. For NYX, I know they have a lot of staple products in people's routine. I know they have so many viral products, so I did want to shout this one out. And then my other favorite indie brand, Odin's Eye, is having 30% off. They did also just launch their new holiday collection if you wanted to look into that, but I love seeing a good 30% off sale, so Odin's Eye is another brand that is having that. You can't go wrong with their palettes. I think they have great quality and, again, really great color stories. Odin's Eye is for the person who loves glimmers and texture. That's what you're going to get from them. Persona is having 30% off site-wide. Anything that I saw was 30% off site-wide. I got really excited because those are really, really good deals. I love the lip liners from Persona. I love the cream bronzer. I love the cream blush. This lip liner that I was talking about. Those are my top 3 from the brand if you wanted some recommendations. But I know they have a lot of holy grails in people's routine. So they are 30% off. I feel like anything 30% off and plus is really worth ordering from the individual website. You guys know how I feel. I like the Sephora sale because you can get so many brands in one order and it's very easy to return. I'm not going to shop at an individual website just for Black Friday if it's only 20-25% off, if I can get it at Sephora and return it easily, have good customer service. But when we come into this 30% off range is when I'm heading to their website. RMS Beauty, I actually am very surprised at how many people on my channel love RMS Beauty. They're not as widely talked about, but every time I do mention a product, I get such a positive reaction from you guys. So they are having those tiered, if you spend this, you'll get this % off again. So if, did it say $100, you get 30% off? Take me back. Yes, spend $100, then you get 30% off. Let's look at their best sellers if I can give any insight. This lip oil is nice. I have tried that. This you can't go wrong with, the Hydro Powder Blush. I'm not super familiar with their products anymore, but everything that I have tried has been very, very nice. And I decided to mention this brand because I know I have many, many fans. I have already talked about the Rephr sale. Right now, today on their website, 50% off store-wide, 10-10 collection, so you can get every single brush for the eyes here, these first 10 selection and number, for $10 each. But if you do go to their eye brushes, you can also get them individually. It's $12 now. Earlier it was $11, but they're still very good priced individually. Rephr always has some really good deals with their brushes going on, so just check out the store. I recommend eye brushes in particular when it comes to Rephr. They just have the best, smallest detail shapes. And side note, they also have a really good moisturizer. I like their face wash. Wait, that's so cheap. Huh, that makes me worried. $9. This moisturizer is amazing. Doesn't break me out. As you can see at Tarte, we're having 30% off. This doesn't surprise me. Tarte always has some type of sales going on. So if there's anything you need, whether it's Tarte Shape Tape or the lippies, they're going to have that. I'm not going to go into it too much because Tarte's product line overwhelms me. They have so many different products, a lot going on, a lot of little launches all the time, so it's very difficult to keep up with, but 30% off is really good. Same thing goes for Too Faced as well. They are having 30% off everything, and then they also have their selection of 50% off extreme deals. Normally the brands are doing that for things that they're trying to get rid of. Like, this is new, this must not have sold as well. I would imagine. I'm not behind the numbers. But 30% off site-wide is great, and then definitely take a look and see if you can get an additional percentage off of anything you might have had your eye on. Too Faced, Tarte, and Urban Decay I kind of grouped together. Urban Decay is also having 30% off site-wide. It doesn't show it on screen, but they're having 30% off site-wide. And then they also are having 50% off on eye, 50% off select lip. Yes, see, 30% off site-wide, 50% off eye, 50% off lip. Honestly, really, really good deals here. You can get 50% off Naked 3, all of these Naked palettes. What I think is most incredible is the 50% off the Moon Dust Glitter Eyeshadow Singles. Now, I know Sephora is going to have that deal as well, but I think this is going to be for a longer time. People pay $24 full price for this glitter eyeshadow, so the fact that it is $12 is pretty insane. And then I've always talked about how you guys need to hold off for the Viseart Black Friday sale because they do some pretty amazing things on their website. And it's nothing short of that. If you just peruse through their website, there's different palettes on sale. The See Renews Eat and Do, I mean, it's only $4 off. That one's not as impressive, but as you can see, the summer and spring palettes are 50% off. Look at all of these. So they always do this every year. It's pretty insane and definitely worth a look if you've been wanting to try that amazing Viseart formulation. Not everything is on sale, it's looking like, but I always recommend, like, this is one of my favorite purple palettes ever, you guys. This is a must try. It's only $22 and Viseart is not a cheap formula. It's one of the best out there on the market. So I did want to give a call out to the Viseart sale because they normally do something really nice for Black Friday, and I see some good ones on discount. T3 is having 30% off site-wide. I did use their Switch Dyson Airwrap Copycat. I can't remember what it's called at the moment. But this is a good time to get your more luxury hair tools because they are so expensive off the bat. So if you can get that discount, 30% off is really great. I love their curling irons. Their Switch kit. This is the complete set. You don't need the complete set. But this Switch kit over here, which is sold out, but they have other variations. Amazing. I use mine all the time. The Switch Kit Classic Trio is the one that I have, with just the different size curling ones, and these will last you years and years and years. It's such a good quality hair tool brand. See, they have more different variations of the Switch kits. Today I use their Air 360. That's what it's called. I did not know they had a satin blush. It's not as pink as I would want, but this is the Dyson dupe, if you will. I've been really liking it. I feel like it holds the styling for a very long time, even longer than Dyson. And then the last one I have to talk about of a brand that I love and use is Vegamore. They're having up to 30% off site-wide with a code applied. I always feel like I have to stock up on their stuff. I constantly go through their Grow Hair Serum. I constantly go through their shampoo and conditioner in the line, which smells amazing. I take their gummies from time to time. I love the products that they have in their line, and with hair product, I just go through them so fast. I'm actually running out of this Hydrate hair mask right here. These biotin gummies taste amazing. I'm a huge Vegamore fan, so 35% off is really, really good because these are items that I feel like I always have to stock up on. So those are my top 30 beauty deals for Black Friday that are actually 30% or over, so I consider these to be worth your while and worth your time, not just no diddly little 20% off. I'll have the link down below to shop all of the websites that I mentioned in the description box. And with that said, I hope you guys are having an amazing holiday weekend. Let me know what Black Friday discounts you took advantage of. I'm staying away from makeup this year, which I know is crazy, but you guys know I don't need anything. Maybe I might buy some new clothes. It's been a while since I've bought some fresh clothes. I'm on the market for sweaters because I always wear this in every single one of my videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will catch you in the next one. Happy shopping.